Hey everybody, here's something essential for all the rhythm guitar players out there. Finding E blues chords across the fretboard. That E dominant 7. The A7. And the B dominant 7. Across the fretboard so you can mix and match positions and always find the right voicing for the track you're working on. Now, this is also going to be a very special lesson because it's your opportunity to win a brand new Fender Player Series Stratocaster. Let's jump in. Okay, a close look at the fretboard of this Fender Stratocaster. You can enter to win this guitar at swiftguitar.com/giveaways. I'll be announcing the winner on August 10th. That's the 113th anniversary of Leo Fender's birth. Okay, getting started with example number 1. All in all, I'm going to give you 5 examples, then we're going to mix them all together in a 12-bar blues. So example 1 is just going to be the open position, probably the first blues technique I ever picked up. E dominant 7, A dominant 7, and B dominant 7. The E7 chord, we have 2nd fret of the A string and the 1st fret of the G string. Next, we have that A7 chord, 2nd fret of the D string, and 2nd fret of the B string, strumming from the A string down. Then we have the 5 chord in the key of E, which again is B dominant 7. Dominant 7, if you're playing blues, just makes it sound a little bit more bluesy, a little bit more authentic than just cowboy chords or basic majors. All right, so here we have frets. A string, 2nd fret, D string 1, G string 2, open B, and the 2nd fret of the high E string. All right, you put those together and we have a 1-4-5 progression in the key of E. Of course, those numbers are coming from the major scale. If we look at the major scale, E is the 1st note, A is the 4th note, and B is the 5th note. Okay, so let's try those chords. E7, A7, B7. Very, very good position to get down because it overlaps with the open position of the minor blues scale. Okay, up next, example number 2, we're gonna mix the C position for the 1 chord and then basic bar chords for the 4 and the 5. Those are called E position. Okay, so this E7 chord, we've got frets 7 on the A, 6 on the D, 7 on the G, and 5 on the B string. E dominant 7. Now, because there's no open strings in this chord, it's actually a movable shape. So we can use it to play 1, 4, 5. All right, now, for the 4 chord in this example, we're going to use the E shape bar chord rooted off of the low E string. Barring the 5th fret, low E to high E, thumb nice and low so it straightens. We're grabbing the 7th fret of the A string and the 6th fret of the G string. A dominant 7. You take that up a full step and we have B dominant 7. All right, so just another way of playing 1, 4, 5 in the key of E. All right, now moving on to example number 3, using E position chord partials. Again, another movable shape. Looks and sounds like this. Right there, kind of abbreviated version of a 12-bar, right? All right, so here I have the 2nd fret of the D string, 1st fret of the G, and then I can grab the 3rd fret, the dominant 7, of the B string, 3rd fret B string. That's an E7 chord. Now, if you take this note, the root note, the middle finger, and put it on the A note here on the 7th fret, now we have A dominant 7. And we can take that up a full step and play B dominant 7. Okay, so this is a really cool chord shape because it has a little bit of a funky vibe to it. All right, now moving on to example number 4, the D position of the 1-4-5 progression. This is also going to be a movable shape, again, with a funky vibe because we have those higher tones. Literally taking a D7 chord shape and transposing it across the fretboard. So the E chord, we have 2nd fret of the D string, the 4th fret of the G, the 3rd fret of the B string, and my pinky's playing the 4th fret high E. E dominant 7. All right, we can take that up to the 7th fret position. Now we have A dominant 7. All right, and then up a full step for the 5 chord B dominant 7. Let's give it a shot. 1, 4, 1, 1, 5, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Okay, now taking a look at example number 5, our final example. Going into the octave position, 12th fret, I could play the 1 chord as a dominant 7 bar chord, just like I did for the 4 and the 5 previously. But very commonly, you'll see players omit the 5th interval that you have here on the A string and play it in this configuration. Using the thumb for the root note, 12th fret of the low E string, the A string, mute it, and then we have the intervals dominant 7, major 3rd, and 5. That's 12th fret of the D string, 13th fret of the G, and the 12th fret of the B string. E dominant 7, another movable shape. You can use it for the 1, 4, 5. But for this example, I also want to show you how you can expand out of just the dominant 7 and play the extra flavorful 9 chord shape for the 4 and the 5. All right, so A9, we have frets 12 on the A, 11 on the D, 12 on the G string, bar with that ring finger, flatten it down, and then you have 12 frets of the B and the high E string as well. It's a great position for pinky tricks. You can take it up a full step, and you have the B9 chord as well. So now we have another position, 1, 4, 5. Okay, now let's mix and match all of these different positions and play a 12-bar blues. I have a full tab for you at patreon.com/withlessons, and you can use this as an exercise. Okay, mixing and matching positions. See if you can play along with the tab. A 1, 2, 3, 4, E, A, E, D position, A, A9, E, D position, B, A, and E, A, E, B, and back to the 1, E. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this lesson and that it's going to help you to unlock the fretboard and play these progressions in a variety of positions. Remember, you can win this guitar at swiftguitar.com/giveaways. Good luck.